Hi everybody, Jed Neill here. Back with my first long form video in a while. You guys know me well for mostly posting art, shorts, and long videos all about art and tarot and oracle decks. But today, I want to talk about something a little bit different, a little bit more stressful. If you notice, my smile is not quite as big. First, a little primer. I wanted to talk about how I sell most of my art on Etsy. We all know Etsy, right? Big, huge marketplace. And I've been selling on there for about 8 years now. And I want to say that by and large, contrary to what a lot of people say, Etsy has been a positive experience for me. Now, I know a lot of people right away are going to say, whoa, 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 Etsy's got this and that wrong. You're not wrong. You're right. But for the most part, I've personally had a pretty positive experience. I have tuned in to YouTube and TikTok lately talking about people getting suspended without any rhyme or reason. People getting just kicked off the platform, listings getting removed. And I want to say that for almost 8 years now, I've avoided that sickle swaying across my field. But this morning, all of that changed. That's right. My Haunted Cat Tarot deck, my number one thing that I sell on Etsy, suspended, removed, killed, gutted right off the site. Of course, immediately I was shocked. I immediately ran to Etsy seller support. And of course, I already knew what I was getting into with that, because we all know that Etsy seller support is really just bots shooting off pre-programmed responses in the hopes to make you go away. You know, they got bigger fish to fry, I guess, or whatever. Well, that was my experience exactly. I mean, all these videos I'm seeing from other Etsy users and Etsy critiques lined up exactly with what my experience was today. I reached out several different ways, via chat, via phone, and via email, and got the same pretty much canned response from Etsy. You kind of had the feeling that nobody there really cares about the sellers at all. All right, so let's dive down. I want to talk about what exactly happened. So I made a tarot deck a while ago. It was actually my first tarot deck. This is Haunted Cat Tarot, pardon the glare. It's a 78 card deck, and I'm not here to pitch it, just here to talk about it. Each of the 78 cards in the deck was an original hand-painted canvas acrylic by me, all of which I sold on Etsy. So when I pointed out to Etsy, hey, look, here's the original paintings, handcrafted, they didn't seem to care about that at all. I even published a guidebook with my name on it. It's probably hard to see because of the glare. I directed them to that. I'm like, I am the sole proprietor, the creator, the designer of this product. It absolutely meets all of your handcrafted guidelines. You know, it's not counterfeit, doesn't breach anybody's intellectual property. It's not resale, it's not print on demand. I ship them out of my house, as you'll see here. Etsy did not care. And I just want to show you some examples of handcrafting. Like, this is a canvas, which I painted. Very similar to the Haunted Cat style. I couldn't show an actual one from the deck because those have all sold. But this is typically, you know, what I sell on Etsy is the originals and then tarot decks and prints and such. But they nixed that listing and did not want to hear a word about it. They didn't care at all. So I want to say that before, I definitely understood the criticisms of other users that they had of Etsy. People whose listings got nuked, people whose entire shops were shut down without warning, without real explanation at all, if any explanation whatsoever. And while some of those were legit, because a lot of sellers don't understand trademark, copyright law, intellectual property, that's not the case here. There are a lot of users out there who build their products from the bottom up. You know, they create the art, they create the jewelry, they source everything themselves. They're not breaching anybody's copyright, they're not breaching anybody's trademark, and still find their listings nuke-fied right off of Etsy. Honestly, if I go onto YouTube now, because I follow a lot of people who sell on Etsy on YouTube, it's video after video after video of people who are experiencing a similar situation as I am. So I just wanted to talk about how can this change? Do you guys think it will change? That's sort of a rhetorical question. You know, we all know big corporations, their bottom goal is bottom line, money. Losing a few hundred or even 1,000 sellers, we're small potatoes to them, right? So, do you guys think it'll change? I don't really think it'll change, but I'm going to keep pushing because this is my #1 product on Etsy. So I'm not giving up. In the meantime, I did want to do a little plug here. I am going to start selling this deck on Amazon. Actually, it's already up. There's a link down in the comments that I've added, also in the description. And I'd appreciate you guys checking that out because just lost my #1 bestseller off the platform. So I've got to somehow recover from that. So any of you guys who are experiencing the same thing, and you didn't breach trademark, you didn't breach copyright, you're not busting anybody's intellectual property, you created it from the bottom up. This is sort of a, I feel you, I see you, and let's all of us collectively look for a better way. And I don't know what that's going to be just yet, but there has to be a better way, a better system of treating artists and art out there. So I'd be interested in what you guys have to say in the comments. Until then, until next time, I'll just post art and not a word about Etsy from me going forward. See ya.